You know, you get brothers out there in the camp and they're getting attacked, man. Go on, man. That's part of prophesying against this place, man. So it says, it says, the prophets that have been before me and before thee of old prophesied against many countries and against great kingdoms of war and of evil and of pestilence. And we're in a great kingdom, man. It's called Babylon the Great, beginning with America, right, which is Babylon the Great. But this whole system is the Rome back again, you know? The dragon that was injured, rebirthed again, reborn. You know, the deadly wound was healed. That's talking about this system, the Roman Empire, the way of life of Rome, the pagan Roman Empire, which was Esau's kingdom, back again, man. So this is a place of war, man. And Rome's main currency was war. That's how they got everything. That's how they lived. They lived by war. But how does this kingdom live? Britain. Or what was Britain's tagline? The sun never sets on the British Empire.
Yeah.
Because the British Empire was very vast, man. All right. Now, fast forward to today. What's America? Americans got Babylon the Great. That American so-called flag is planted in probably every country on the planet. That's Rome all over again. A kingdom of war, man. All right. Go on, man.
I had a preset.
And we're back again, and we're prophesying against it. Lord willing, we're of that number. That's our job, to say the bad things about this place, man. All right? There's nothing good about this kingdom, man. Go on, man.
Yeah, I had a preset. This is Revelation chapter 6, verse 4. And there went out another horse that was red, and power was given to him that sat thereon to take peace from the earth, and that they should kill one another, and there was given unto him a great sword. You know?
Yeah.
And that's going into what? First and foremost, with the Edomites, but first and foremost, you know, you have the head of the elites, the Edomites. You know, the word Edom means red, and the horse meaning power. That red horse represents what? That these Edomites, these elites were taking peace from the earth, man. All these wars, World War One, World War Two, all the wars that have fought over there in America, you know, all the different wars that have been brought out throughout time. And what did it say? That they should take peace from the earth, and they've taken peace on the earth. Okay, and it says that they should kill one another.
Sure.
Yeah.
There's no peace on the planet, man. Look everywhere on the planet. Why the hell do you think that when you look at so-called third world, look at the Caribbean island, for example, there's a lot of violence in them places. South America, it's full of violence, man. The Philippines, Jamaica, there's violence. That's all you ever hear about, man, over in these. Why do you think that is? Because the spirit of Esau is on the earth, man. That's that spirit of war everywhere.
Well, people
are violent, man.
People are getting assassinated.
I'm not saying the people ain't demons, but I'm making a point. If the ruler, that's the precedence he sets. And how was the kingdom founded? By violence. So that's how people behave out here. Murderous spirits, you know?
The scriptures say, as is the officer of the people, the judges, so is the people. And who's ruling right now? Like, we're going into the wicked elites. Alright, so they're orchestrating all these things, man. Alright, all these wars. What do they say? All wars are bankers' wars. There's a quote like that. So the international banking elite families, alright? You know, I was watching clips. I didn't watch the whole thing yet, but I was watching that movie, the Rothschild movie. You know, the black and white one. You know, they were money changers, man. They were all getting up into them, and you know, they show you how they got into power and different things. You know, and you look at them. You got the Rothschild dynasty. You got the banking elite families. What do you think they're doing, man? All right, they're funding all these different wars, and they're making things happen. All right,
yeah.
And you know, and ultimately, what peace is being taken from the earth. And the blessing of Esau was the sword, you know? When he's dropping what? He's dropping fire from the heavens, man. He's got the thermonuclear...
that sword shall thou live.
Yeah, the thermonuclear fire, okay? The nukes, Hiroshima and Nagasaki is an example. They dropped the nukes, you know? That's that great sword. And you know what? By that great sword, he's going to go down, man. All right? Because why? He's going to have the thermonuclear fire from them ICBM missiles, and also the chariots of the Lord also. But them ICBM missiles are going to add to that. They're going to be part of that fire of World War III. Okay?
I've got a quick precept for you on that note. On that, what you're saying. Job 21 and 30. That the wicked is reserved to the day of destruction. They shall be brought forth to the day of wrath.
Wow. the day of wrath. That's another way of saying the day of doom.
Yeah.
You know, because why? It's the wrath of Yahweh Shem Shai. You know, I think I've got actually that reminds me of a precept. You know, in a Sirach, if I remember correctly, right?
That's what it is, man. They're gonna be brought forth to that day of wrath. Go on,
I've got the precept.
Go on,
This is what the Lord's going to unleash, man. This is Sirach chapter 39, verse 28, and it's being unleashed. All right? You have death and destruction of the earth. It says, there be spirits that are created for vengeance, which in their fury lay on sore strokes. In the time of destruction, they pour out their force and appease the wrath of him that made them.
And that's the Lord, man. It's the Lord made all these things out here, nuclear missiles, the spirits that jump on these people to behave the way they behave. The Lord made them. So right now we can see that we're in a time of wrath. We're in a time where the Lord is unleashing, you know, basically, you know, that the depths of hell is being unleashed on earth. You know, when you watch a movie, it might begin like that. The earth was in perils and all that.
Yeah.
The Lord is unleashing the depths of Satan on the planet, man. That's why, hey, brothers, man, we know that, you know, we got to do what we got to do out there, man. But try and be safe out here, man. Lord willing, you got to, you know, walk circumspectly. You know, because these people are ready to just, you know, basically people are ready to explode on each other, man. And that's another thing I hate. You know what I hate, bro? You live in these places and everyone's so close.
Yeah, you can hear everything, like,
As soon as you hear you hear the neighbour go open his door and that.
And that's another
Someone
thing.
could be right by your door hearing everything you're saying.
That's another thing Esau got to pay for, man. He's just putting people together like sardines. You ain't meant to be doing that, man. You know? People are meant to be having land and space, but that's how you know that we're in slavery.
Can't even talk loud in your own.
Yeah. Exactly, you know. Hey, going back to the wrath, that proves that scripture.
Yeah. I'll read it again.
Khan, Bosha.
Okay. This is Job 20 and 30. That the wicked is reserved to the day of destruction. They shall be brought forth to the day of wrath.
Yeah, you know, the scriptures talk about as some men count slackness, you know. Hey, there's people that are reserved onto destruction, you know. You might be thinking, oh, this guy's just doing all wickedness and all that.
Yeah.
How's he getting away with it? Like, how do you sleep at night? You know, people say that, politicians, how do you sleep at night?
Yeah.
They're being reserved.
Yeah.
And you know what's crazy about the elites? Like the top elites? Yeah. They're being reserved to go straight into slavery. They've got a special, like the top Rothschilds and all that, they're going to be in the bunkers.
They've got a special seat.
They've got a special...
slab to sit on.
Yeah, they've got the special chains.
Yeah.
They've got they're being reserved to be put into slavery because that's part of the prophecies. I believe it's in Psalms. I can get it.
Yeah.
That's actually part of the prophecies that in Psalms 149.
Yeah,
I got a precept on that precept because that's something they're being reserved.
They're being reserved for that day, man.
This is Psalms.
They got reservations, man. Hey, Yahweh Shai is gonna get them first. You like those 2 centurions. They've got a special reservation with the Lord. You know those 2 centurions.
Oh yeah. That's I'll get that as well for you. Yeah, that's in.
They got a special reservation because the Lord's. There's people that are just marked, man. For when Yahweh Shai returned, there's specific people marked, man. Hey, there's people that have done brothers wrong. You might have a special reservation for them in your mind. You know, for whoever, you know, whatever we're all dealing with. Brothers might have a reservation for a specific demon, and the Lord may let you get them.
Yeah. The one you quote, Revelation chapter 1 verse 7. Behold, he cometh with clouds, the he being Yahweh Shai, and that clouds being the so-called chariots, so-called UAPs, the chariots of the, not necessarily so-called chariots, saying the chariots of the Lord, the so-called UFOs. You know, that's what people ignorantly call them. Okay, and every eye shall see him, and they also which pierced him. So those centurions that pierced him, they're gonna see the Lord too, man.
The day is approaching for them.
Oh yeah, and they're walking around. They're gonna see the scriptures say they're gonna see them, so they're reserved for that.
Yeah.
You know,
and saved. Saved for the day they get their judgment, man.
Yeah,
and they go and see the Lord firsthand. You know, like a lot of these zombies in this world, yeah, A lot of people are gonna die in destruction, nuclear destruction and whatnot, and they're gonna be born, whether they're born into captivity, whether they're jakes to be born in the kingdom. But then there's specific people the Lord's gonna get his hands on, you know?
Yeah.
There's specific people that brothers are gonna get their hands on. And then you're gonna have a lot of, like, the whole most of the shores of America is just gonna be, well, all of it is gonna be nuked, and the elect are gonna be beamed up out of there. So you know the Lord's got specific people out that he wants to see firsthand. Go on, man.
This is Psalms 149, verse 8. To bind their kings with chains and their nobles with fetters of iron. To execute.
That's the Edomite kings, man. The Rothschilds, the Rockefellers, DuPonts, Gettys, the Russell family. Check that book, the 13 Bloodlines of the Illuminati. They'll show you stuff like that. They'll show you these top families, how they got rich. Whether it's gunpowder, whether it was oil, whether it was diamonds.
The souls of men.
The souls of people, they got rich off of slavery. See, that books go into like their businesses and whatnot, but then you've got to have slave labor to even do all of that. You know?
Yeah, they were what, building ships and funding ships.
You've got to fucking destroy people to get all of that, man. So there you go. So they're gonna be reserved, man. Like even this country we're in now, this city we're in, you see the TV and you see Boris Johnson, you see Sadiq Khan, which is supposedly the mayor of this country. No, the real mayor is a man called William Russell. He's the mayor of London. That's that hidden government. But stay on that though, because you know we're jumping around, but we want to read that.
Mm-hmm.
But that's the mayor of the Psalms, the bind their kings, because you want to keep on that.
Okay.
Because we're jumping around, but that's the true mayor of the city of London. Now all these puppets have to answer to him. You know, even Prince William they were up by St. Paul's Cathedral, which is Masonic as all hell, and they were doing a ceremony in there, you know, for the NHS. But it wasn't about the NHS, but it was a mess. You know, they had the checkered floors and whatnot. And William Russell, they have to answer to him. This dude, his name, I believe, is William Russell. He's part of the Russell family. He speaks all so-called posh English, but I believe he's a so-called Jew, innit? You know. But he's the mayor of this city, and the city of London is a whole nother country. It's got different laws. They've got different rule books, man. It's satanic in the right in the heart of it, and they got a whole different government in there. So you know, these are the people that are going in slavery. These people, fuck your peon Biden and all that. They're peons, but they play in their position, but they're peons, man. The top people are the ones you don't even hear about, man. All right, that really call the shots in this society, man. Go on, man.
Yep, and it says and their nobles with fetters of iron to execute.
That's them chains, slavery. What's a fetter of iron, man?
Yep.
The fetter of iron, them locks you see, and then it's got the massive bolt,
Yeah.
and it holds it together.
Yeah,
Thick.
Yeah.
It's like the whole forearm is the fetter, and then the chain attached to it. You know, you seen them slavery movies, the massive chains.
Yeah.
Then you know you can't get out of that.
Yeah.
It's like a block on your arm. Then the chains, you know, fetters of iron, man. And once it's locked, you ain't going nowhere, man. Go on, man.
To execute upon them the judgment written. This honor have all his saints. Praise ye the Lord.
Can I speak on that?
You know? So we're gonna the judgment written, man. What is it? It says, he that leadeth into captivity shall go into captivity. He that killeth with a sword shall be killed with a sword. We've been going into how this man has been killing with a sword. What was he doing to the tribes, man? Okay? The guy was going over there into the land of America and just slaughtering, man. Like Columbus, for example. Just slaughtering the natives over there, which that's our people, the Israelites. Okay? Taking peace on the earth. Just still to this day, Jake is still getting gunned down, the modern day sword. So what do you think is going to happen to him? He's going to get payback for that, man. All right? He's going to get killed. He's going to get smited. He's going to get put into slavery. He that leadeth into captivity. You know?
Yeah.
So all that slave labor that you've been
piling on.
You know, James the 5th
Worn out
chapter.
the saints of the Lord, man.
Oh, James the 5th chapter goes into that.
I get it.
Can't. I'll get the precept on it.
You can keep reading that though. Is that finished?
Yeah, that was pretty much it.
Okay.
Yeah, you want to read it again?
It's okay.
Okay.
Okay, man. You get James, yeah?
Can. I'll read a precept.
Go ahead, Dad.
This is Job chapter 20, verse 22. In the fullness of his sufficiency, he shall be in straits.
Yeah.
Every hand of the wicked shall come upon him. You know? And this man thinks the elites are gonna think they're gonna forward this agenda. What's gonna happen is you're gonna get messed up, man. You're gonna get destroyed. You know? You're gonna be like we've been going into, we're gonna be putting you straight into slavery. And Esau are gonna get it, man. Jacob gonna add the word there for wicked. It goes into the word, it means laborer when you go into the Hebrew of it, you know? And Jacob pissed, you know? Why? Because
Yeah.
hey, we still
Oppression.
oppression even to this day. You know, all the racist comments that were coming out of this football thing.
Yeah. Well, it's the spirit, man.
Mm-hmm.
The Lord had this so-called Britain, England in the final of a championship, and the Jakes lost the penalty. The Jakes didn't score the goals to win it for them. You know, so all that racist hatred started to get spewed on the online and whatnot. But then I thought I thought we're all supposed to come together, man. You know?
Yeah.
I thought we're all meant to come together. Oh, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, we're all together, mate. No, we're not, man. Go on, man. You saying that though. You're saying something about that, man.
Yeah, you know,
You just made me think.
yeah, they can't. You know, the Jakes, man, they ain't gonna be too happy with Esau, man. They're gonna be running up into your suburbs, you're gonna be running up into your neighborhoods, your gated communities, and you're gonna get messed up. You know, just you think you're doing good. There's a time now. It's a sign of the times. You know, I was with brother Carl By the other day, and you know there was a woman, and we believe she was an Edomite. You know, and pretty much she came up to the car and she asked us for change. We didn't have no change on us. She asked us change, right? And she said that my electric or something's run out or something. And you know this woman sounded like posh.
Yeah,
She
right.
sounded like she's from like, you know, them sides. Shropshires and all that. You know?
Warwickshire.
And I was just looking at her like, man.
Waddesdon.
She was wearing wellies up. You know how we get on these guys?
Sussex.
You know how we get on these like
Yeah, she's
wearing wellies.
Yeah, why?
I'll show you. I'll show you.
She said, can I have money for
How about gas or electric or whatever she said. And I was thinking, so
it's
this
really run out, petal.
yeah, this is the sign of the times, bro.
Wow.
Yeah, it's sign of the times.
Ooh, hey, Brakataya,
Deuteronomy 30:7, man. Our curses shall go upon our enemies, and we're in that time.
a posh so-called white woman asking for change for her electric.
Yeah.
It's run out, please, guys. Wow.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, on the
Not
wrong
even
side,
someone that's
bro.
on sniffy and all that. Like,
I don't know. She could have been, but you know,
but she was well spoken. You
Yeah,
can tell
well,
she's not.
she was well spoken.
I get you, bro.
You know.
Yeah.
Um,
She was well spoken. You don't really see that.
You don't
Can
really
I have
see
money,
that.
please? For there's normally someone that you know is
Yeah, like
the
a
downtrodden.
Cockney or something.
Yeah, a cockney or who fucked up on drugs or something like
Yeah. You know,
like a white Jake, like a poor white Jake and shit and all that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you're seeing people top themselves off. I remember back in 2008 when the financial crash happened. You know, what did you have? You had all these bankers and stuff jumping off buildings, killing themselves.
Man.
All that debt. How am I going to pay this? How am I going to pay this?
Diving off
You know,
buildings and all that.
Diving off buildings, you know.
Yeah, because that's the worst thing you can do to someone with money. Take it away from them. So you got people with, even someone that's like a banker or whatever in the city, they might earn what, 70 grand. They might earn it a month. Because they're like, some of them is just millionaires and shit. So if they just lose that overnight, they're jumping off buildings, man. The worst thing you can do to someone that's got loads of money is make them poor.
Yeah. Oh, what about the
They
wars in
don't have
America?
no more luxuries and then you make them a slave.
What about the colonial wars in America? The Emancipation Declaration. They had guys that were fighting for because their slaves were being, you know,
Yeah, so-called freed and
so-called free.
Yeah.
They were fighting, man. You know. So this man, Revelation 12:12. I'll get it. You know. I read that. You want to read it
Yeah,
again?
keep reading it. Go into it, and I've got
Can.
James as well.
Can.
We'll close up soon, you know?
Can.
Go on, man. Spirit.
I'll read it in Job 20 and 22 again. In the fullness of his sufficiency, you know, which means, you know, when he's doing great, like when he's doing good. You know, there was a time when Esau was doing good. And you'd think he gives off the illusion that he's still doing good. Even though every part of his...
This is the worst time of his... This is the twilight
That's right.
of the kingdom of Esau, man.
That's right.
This is the worst... his realm's ever been. Really, the best times have passed years ago.
That's right. That's right. That's why it says he, in the fullness of his sufficiency, he shall be in straits. Straits meaning like difficult. He's in a difficult place. You know, because
Tight squeeze.
Tight squeeze. His kingdom's coming to, it's getting crumbled. You know, and these elites, they're really getting scared, man. They're seeing the prophecies. They're seeing the chariots, the prophets on the highways and
The gathering
byways.
of the Achaeon.
That's right. It says, every hand of the wicked shall come upon him. You know? So Jacob gonna start wilding out here against Esau, man. You know? They're gonna start messing you guys up. You know? All that oppression, all that pent up anger, that's all gonna start coming out, man. You know? Why? Because you did Israel dirty, Esau. You did us dirty, man. You know?
You can see with this match yesterday, them Jakes that lost the so-called lost the match for England. All the racial abuse was flooding online for them, and then you before that even happened, you had a lot of Jakes already memeing about it.
Mm-hmm.
So Jakes, like even these 2/3, they're kind of like starting to turn against Esau, man, mentally. They're kind of seeing certain things. So the Lord's gonna have an all-out, just a battle on the planet, just a fight, you know, happening, man, as it should be. Because the racial tension is high. There's only so long you can just kick someone, you know, without them kicking you back.
Yeah.
Things like that, you know. So yeah, man. Go on, man. Because obviously, look, if Esau wanted to, he could roll with it. Because you see that if that happens, and that's when it happens, society kind of explodes, people fighting against each other, and that's when Esau can bring the martial law troops. Now the troops have to be in every supermarket, you know, to keep the peace and all that. Because that's how society's getting. People are bashing each other's heads out there, man.
Yeah, yeah.
You know? Did you see yesterday, man? White boys fighting against white boys, then Jake against Jake, Jake against white boys. It was all crazy.
Yeah, I've seen
you see that?
I've seen some videos.
It was all strict. It was all flooding online, like all that, the violence escalating. But anyway, go ahead. Go on. We'll close up after James, innit?
Okay,
Read
calm.
James for you now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You can read.
Read that first. Is that it on that?
That was the verse. I can read to 23.
Okay, go on.
When he is about to fill his belly, Yahweh Shai shall cast the fury of his wrath. He goes at wrath again.
Yeah.
Upon him. The Lord is angry, man. And shall drain it upon him while he is eating. So just as this man thinks he's about to fulfill his new world order agenda, he ain't gonna be able to do it. You know? The Lord's gonna, because these guys think they're gonna go in the bunker and they're gonna upset the prophecies and they're gonna come back and just rule the world. They ain't gonna do that, man. The Lord is gonna come to destroy them.
Remember Elysium? They were up in the space, and then on the earth was chaos.
Oh yeah,
That's kind of what's happening now. There's chaos, and then where the hell are these elites at? They're chilling somewhere.
Well, you know, even recently
They're watching it all.
Richard Branson, which he's on a lower level than the top elites, but even Richard Branson, the article recently, didn't he go up into like certain space?
Yeah, so they say.
You know, so what's that about? You know, what's that about, man? The scriptures talk about though they climb up to heaven, thence will I bring them. You know, so wherever you think you're gonna try and escape, there is no escape for you, Esau. You know?
Yeah, Richard Branson's like kind of symbolic because he's meant to be a so people look at him like one of the richest men on earth, which he's a peasant.
Yeah.
To the real people, man.
Yeah.
He's a peasant to the real, you know, the real Illuminati, man, or you know, the top families. Go on, man.
Yeah.
But you're all peasants anyway to us. Even you Rothschilds, you're really peasants, man. You know, no, you're super rich of this world, but you're one of our brothers always says it. The elder brother says you can get a rat and dress a rat in gold and garments and all that, but it's still a rat, man. The Rothschilds, you can get all this money, all this so-called posh talk, but you're still fucking peasants, man. To us, that's how we look at you. You're peasants, man, and we're waiting to get our dominion, beginning with Yahweh Shai first, over you, man. Lord willing. Go on, man.
Yeah.
Yeah. I just had to say that. It just came to my brain, man. You know?
Yeah.
That's how we get looked upon. The poor, they're the peasant. They will never amount to nothing.
Yeah.
Jake, or you know, Jake can never amount. That's how you look at Jake. Well, we know that. That's how you look at us. 2/3 forget them, but the brothers in the faith, 2/3 are doomed anyway, man. But the brothers in the faith, we know that. We get looked down upon like we ain't shit, but we got the knowledge we know we're the Israelites, man. You're the peasants. Go on, man.
And it says, and shall rain it upon him while he is eating. You know? So just as he thinks he's going to fulfill his New World Order agenda, his kingdom is going to be brought down, man. You know, and America is going to be completely nuked. That powerhouse, that hammer that you pride yourself on, man. You know?
Yeah.
Okay.
Is that it?
That's it on that.
You know, we'll close up on that, yeah?
Okay.
You know? So, you know, with that, you got anything you wanted to say? You wanted to bring something else, or?
No, that was it. Yeah.
Okay, you know, with that, we'll just say all praises unto Yahweh,
Yahweh,
Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem, Rakak Kodash.
All praises.
All praises, you know. And double honors to our apostle elders of Great Millstone.
Double honors.
And shalom to the hopeful elect, you know. Shalom, shalom.
Shalom. Shalom.